in my hotel room here in Connecticut because we're doing some pressure washing training tomorrow and Christmas lights training on Saturday. And I want to talk about bidding, quoting, stuff like that that we have to deal with for pressure washing and how to do it to be successful. What are things that we need to do to make sure that we don't underbid, that we go through and say, well, we don't want to underbid this and we don't want to overbid it. Because if we bid too much, then they're not going to take us. If we bid too much, it's not going to be enough. I know. How do I shave? I literally shaved it all off. And now I got to grow it back because my wife does not like it. So I am in Connecticut. I am in, I don't even know how to say it, New Rich, Connecticut, I believe it is, something like that. So I am in because the class is in Uncaseville, and so this is where I'm at. We just got here. I had dinner with Fred Zimmerman. A lot of you may know who Fred Zimmerman is. He's been in the Christmas light business for a long time. He's been in the Christmas light business for about 10 to 15 years. And so you look young. Well, I hope I do because I think I look fat. But that's my that is my reason why I'm growing it back too, because I don't like it. But again, let's talk a little bit about bidding. So I was riding up here and listening to DJ answer some phones and all of that good stuff. And on your way back, stop by New Jersey. Well, the problem, we'll be leaving out of here Saturday afternoon, and I'm trying to get to Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, I believe it is, so that way we can get across there and only have 8 hours left to get home. But so I was listening to DJ with a conversation with one of his customers. Um, yes, we're doing Christmas lights this year in Raleigh. I'll have 2 classes in Raleigh. I haven't got the schedule up for them yet because I just found out my kids' soccer tournaments and all soccer stuff, and I wanted to schedule around my kids if I can. But I will be doing Christmas lights in Raleigh. So I was listening to DJ answer the phone and just listening to his phone call, and I just got done reading the book Never Split the Difference. And I'm going to hit on a couple points on bidding here. One is anchoring. And what do I mean by anchor? Price anchoring. What is price anchoring? Price anchoring is the point of setting a price that is way higher than your lowest price. So it does have to do with making it sound not so bad. So if I set a price anchoring at say $1,000, and then my next bid is at 600, which is my middle package, and my lowest package is at $400. Now, if I just set $600 and the price anchored at 1,000, well, $600 sounds like a lot of money. Man, $600, that's a lot of money. But when I say $600 is a lot of money to $1,000, well, now $1,000 doesn't sound so high. And a lot of this goes back to psychology and dealing with bidding and pricing of how we can come up with this. And so when we price anchor at that higher price, it helps our lower prices not sound so bad. So that is one thing. But another thing, I was listening to DJ on his phone call, and when we are on the phone, God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth. And what does that mean? A lot of times that means shut your mouth. Let them talk. Let them tell you what they want. Let them tell you what they want. They're going to tell you exactly what they want. And if we can keep our mouth shut and our ears open, when we do go to open our mouth, we can give them what they want. But if we're always cutting them off and we're always talking and we're always, not doing those types of things, that is not good. That is why we will start, we'll start lowering my price, or we'll start giving more stuff, or we start doing other things. Because when we don't keep our mouth shut and we keep our ears open, we can listen to what they say. But when we have this thing blabbering, we can't hear what our customer wants to say. You know, if we can't hear what our customer wants to say, how are we going to give them what they want? They don't care about all the other things that go along with this. They don't care about the systems you're using. They don't care about how you're going to do it. They have a problem. You have a solution. You give them the solution to get their problem solved. And so that is why it is important when we are bidding and we are quoting jobs that we sit there and we do the things we need to do. I hear a lot of times, Jason, do I bid by, how do I come up with this? How do I come up with a price? You can bid by the square foot. You can bid house washing at $30 or $30. That'd be really good. 30 cents a square foot. I know some people that bid 40, 50 cents per square foot just for house washing. And when we do that, this is things that we can do to do that. Now, here's the thing. My minimum house wash is going to be $300, $350, whatever your minimum is going to be. And then I'm going to go up from there. So let's just say, because I see a lot of people say, well, I'm going to do 20 cents per square foot. So you're willing to do 1,000 square foot for $200. The problem with that is it's going to cost you more than $200 by the time you drive there, by the time you get your gas, by the time you pay your insurance, by the time you pay taxes, and by the time you pay your marketing cost, and by the time you pay all the costs that entails that owns a business. $200 for one house wash sounds like a good deal to a lot of people. But if you think about $200 for a house wash is not a lot when we factor in all the stuff that we need to factor in, equipment, employees, all those things. And if you want to grow a business, it's going to take you time to do that and grow your business to where you need to be at. So, with that, those are some things we got to look at for bidding and quoting. Those are the things that we need to do so that way we can make sure that you can get it to where you need. But Jason, they said the last guy did it for $99. Well, that's great, ma'am. Why don't you just call those people back that did it for you last year? Well, they screwed up this and they did this and they didn't do that. Oh, so the $99 guy, again, listening to the book that I just read about Never Split the Difference, a lot of it is asking questions to get more information from them. Because why don't you call the $99 guy back? Well, Jason, they went out of business. Oh, so they went out of business. So do you want me to do it for $99? So I'll be out of business next year and you have to find somebody else? Or are you willing to pay $400 and I'll be back next year and I can clean it for you again and again? And I have insurance and I have professional equipment and I can help you with your needs. And you know what else would be great? If you do have a problem, ma'am, I will answer my phone to help you fix your problems. Because the $99 guy, he probably not going to answer his phone. He probably going to just let it ring, 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 because he don't want to do it no more. So The biggest thing, and this is what I see a lot of guys in the industry and a lot of new guys, they're always worried about the being, well, that's just too expensive. I can't charge that much. I don't feel good to charging that much. Well, if you're worried about your feelings, then that's fine. But when you go out of business, I don't want to hear about your feelings of going out of business, because your feelings of going out of business doesn't do you no good at the end of the day. You know, if you're bringing in what you need to do to run a business and you make profit, that P word, that's a bad word to a lot of people. And I don't mean profit as in, you pay yourself and you call that profit, because that's not profit. Profit is after you pay yourself and now you have money left over. That is profit. That is what we want to talk about. That is the key word. Because when we talk about profit, profit is what makes us be able to put money into other things. Profit is things to make you be able to keep being in business when we need to. Now, when I hear people say, well, I'm going to dump everything back into my business, well, at that point, that's not profit at that point. That's marketing budget. That is other things. Profit is what we're going to stick in our pocket. And those are things that we're going to reinvest into other things, maybe other businesses, other stuff along those kind of things. And so profit is not a bad word. A lot of times I hear people saying profit is a bad word, and they don't understand that it's not a bad word. And a book I would recommend you to read also is called Profit First, and understanding how you do your budget and your finances. A lot of people don't understand their finances and they thinking they're making all this good money, but in reality they're not. So again, another great book is the book of Profit First. All right, I'm gonna see. We got some questions here. Ask them if the money was the same. Who would you rather have, him or me? I don't know. When they ask, why is that? Oh, um, hey Jason, how do you how do new premium members access Voxer? Keep it coming. If you've signed up for premium, you will have to email me and I will get you my Voxers to access. Give a thumbs up on the live stream. I have set pricing. I've been learning that just let the customer talk. When you let the customer talk, it is very important. The customer will tell you everything that they liked about the last person. They can tell you everything they didn't like about the last person. They can tell you all kinds of information. When you let that customer talk and you don't keep your mouth shut, when you can keep your mouth shut, and you will likely have a higher chance of closing the deal. When you start talking price and then you can't shut up, you will throw a thorn in your own tail by keep talking. If you give a price, you don't say another word, because the next person that talks loses. Because if you talk, you're going to say, well, it's because this, and this, versus just shut up. When you shut up, that's all you got to do. Shut up and answer their questions. Don't go into deeper stuff. Just shut up and answer their questions. Um, check your message whenever you get a chance about the seal. Oh, was that you, Cincinnati Soft Wash? I didn't know. I don't know of anybody local that sells any of that sealer for that, the Trident or anything. If you're in a, I don't know anybody, if because I'm assuming you're doing it for the pavers. Um, I don't know anybody that sells it. Janelle don't sell. Janelle Concrete, I don't believe sells it either. They sell sealer, but it's not for the pavers. If it's for aggregate, then you can go to Janelle Concrete. They have stuff there for the aggregate concrete, and that's a local spot. If you go to the one in Kentucky versus the one in Ohio, they sell the ones with what's it called,
VOCs.
VOCs, which is a little bit better than, because Ohio you can't sell it, you can't buy the VOCs. So that's something you can get in Kentucky, but you can't get in Ohio. Um, where can I help setting Google Ads first? Can I get help? Pressurewashhelp.com/Google Ads is where I do the setups. Quoted a 2,000 square foot driveway and 200 vinyl fence both sides for 635, and the customer said I was twice as much as the other quote. Okay, I'm twice as good as the other quote. Catchy call to action deals for commercial. What works great. Catchy action deals for commercial. Hey, do you need your building cleaned? Um, I'm not getting a response from my latest potential customer. How do I reach out without sounding desperate? Hey, Miss Jones, um, I was just seeing if you still are interested in getting this project done. Is one way you can text. Is there any questions that I can help you with? You can do all kinds of things. You can email, and you don't sound desperate. I sent 7 emails in 14 days. 7 emails, texts, and phone calls. It was 7 different types of things I did, which was phone calls, email, and text message, and were um, all of them were ways to touch that customer, and I did it 7 times in 14 days. Why? Because following up is very important. If you're not following up, you're leaving money on the table. Um, I am very happy with the second guy who set up my Google My Ads. That was me. That was me. Can a 5.5 belt drive pressure washer be plumbed through the top of a buffer tank with a drop stick? Will the pull be strong enough? It probably would be big, Rob, but I would recommend you do it from the bottom of the tank, so that way you're not pulling and it's more of a gravity fed. And even if you got to put another bulkhead in the bottom of a tank, that's what I would do.
As long as not the bleach.
Yeah, as long as it's not the bleach. I use a ladder and screws my signs to trees. I have a pole that you can go and do that. Be better. One question: how did you answer the phone while on shift at the fire department? I have the issue. Um, I didn't have that issue because we wasn't that busy of a department. Um, there was times that I was on runs and I couldn't take it, but as long as I wasn't on runs or wasn't driving the fire truck, I answered the phone every time and no problem. Um, there was times that obviously we were on calls and I couldn't answer the phone then. But again, we wasn't a very busy department. I mean, we might run 3, 4 runs a day if we was lucky, and that's within a 24-hour shift. So it's not like I rode the buggy where I had really, I didn't have time to do that kind of stuff. So that was not an issue for me. Now I know some guys that are busier than that and can't do that, and so some options you have is like Jill's office. You can have it where it rings you 2 or 3 times, and then the fourth ring goes to Jill's office, is one way. So Jill's office is that way, and so that is one thing. Um, and if you go to pressurewashhelp.com/Jill's, I think it might be just Jill's or Jill's office. So, what's your recommendation for pressure washing wine for gallon per minute? What is your recommendation for a pressure washing wine for gallon per minute machine? I don't know.
You talking about J Rod?
I don't know. I usually am on the truck, and that runs close to 15. Yeah, so if you're running 15 to 20 calls a day, you're going to have to do Jill's office. Either Jill's office or something else you can do is actually, I'm up here with Fred Zimmerman, and he has hired a girl that works a couple hours a day and answers the phone. And, and she can put all the information in, and it gets the bids out. He checks the bid and do that. And so there is a lot of people that want to stay home. So, this is something that, hey, if Jill's office is, I think it might be like, what is it, 200 a month?
Yeah, I think it is like 200 a month.
$200 a month. But if you offered that to a
It's a certain amount of time
if you
too.
offered that to a stay at home mom, that might be worth 2 or 300 bucks. $100 a week or something that she could answer the phone for you. That's a stay at home mom that don't want to go back to work, and she can make some extra money, and then you will make it will make you extra money too by doing that. What marketing tools work best for you when you first started out? Signs, signs, signs. Signs was the best thing that I ever did, and a lot of people I know that use signs. It's the best thing they do. Thanks for the answer. What is a safe percentage for aluminum siding? For Mr. George, I used about 1%. I wouldn't go much stronger than that. Somebody gave me a super chat. I don't even know. I didn't even see it come through. Appreciate that. Hmm. It's not showing up. Oh, there it is. Big Rob did. Thanks, Big Rob.
Is he the one that said come through New Jersey?
Yeah, where you at in New Jersey, Big Rob? Or will I be coming across there? I don't know how I came across, but it was a long haul through there. Maybe I could do dinner if you're on the route, and we can meet at the same time, and it's an hour dinner. My goal is to get about 5 hours. I'm in South Jersey,
What do we want to get? Hammersville or
so
Hammersville?
I don't know where that's at where I'm going. So we came across, what was it, I-95, I believe. I'll do dinner.
94 or something like that, I think. 95.
Email me, or message me, and see which way I'll be coming across there, and I'll let you know. And that'll be Saturday night. Saturday night. You need to get your pilot's license, Jason. I know I do. I haven't been flying. Well, I have been flying my drone, but I do need to fly it. I need to get my license so that way I don't get in trouble with somebody being stupid.
Yeah, 95. We can't do
Yeah,
95.
we came across the I-95. Oh, my super sucker injector number 3 gives me 80. I got you. Okay. So, but um, who all's going to the huge convention? Are you all coming to the huge? Um, it is something that I would highly recommend if you are in business. I mean, I fly a private plane to fly from New Jersey to Ohio. Oh, yeah, that would be good. Have my pilot's license just fly. I was talking about my drone license. Just time a strong to do it and don't need a pilot license. Coming to the huge. Yep, going to the huge. Awesome, Reggie. I got the class list. I don't know if they've actually put the class list out. It looks pretty good. I'll be speaking on the first day, looks like. So I got a quote today for pressure washer. It is a true that a 4 gallon is actually a 3.5. No, usually a 4 gallon's a 4 gallon. Um, I've done enough tests on 4 gallon minutes to flow 4 gallon a minute in there, so it's a 4 gallon a minute. Now, a 3.5 gallon a minute pump is a 3.5 gallon a minute pump. I would honestly, if you're looking at a 3.5 or 4 gallon versus a 5.5 on a smaller motor, I would highly recommend do the 5.5 gallon a minute. It's not that big of a difference in price, and it will make you a lot more money in the end. The 5.5 gallon minute is like 1,500 to 1,600 bucks, and you'll pay for that almost in the 4 gallon a minute. The 4 gallon a minute versus 5.5 gallon a minute is a pretty big difference. So I would highly recommend that 4.5 or the 5. We are can't wait to see Jason at the Huge. I want to go, but Spirit Airline is on strike, and this COVID has me reconsidering. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen down there. Yes, Papa. Where can I find get a list of dates of guest speakers at the Huge? Lewis, it'll be on the Huge website once they get it up. Usually, um, that's where I believe. Yeah. What would you go with for the 5 gallon a minute? I would go with the 5.5, the pressure washer one. Just bid on huge airplane hangar for the airport. Marketing. Yeah, marketing is important. That's what I'm going to be talking about is marketing. I've actually got some pretty good thoughts of what I'm going to pull out. Um, I've been asking a lot of questions on my Facebook and on my YouTube channel here, and that's what I'm going to hit on. You know, what is marketing? And so I'm gonna I'm gonna show you what is marketing, and I'm gonna show you the difference of what people think marketing is and what is marketing. And so, that is some things I'm gonna hit on, and it's kind of been. I'm also going to go in things that you will be able to put in place and do things, but I want to hit on. I think a lot of people don't understand what marketing is. What exact, to get the phone to ring. Is it, there's lots of different things I'm getting answers of, and it's kind of fun to see what people think marketing is. So that's what I'm going to really push on. And I'm also going to give you things that you will be able to take back and hammer out. Um, how many signs should we be putting out a week, and how far radius would you recommend? I would recommend 25 a week is what I would recommend. That way you can do 100 a month. You'll spend $350 a month, and putting out 25 a week. Put them out every Friday is the best day to put them out. Friday, Saturday morning. That way they'll last the weekend when everybody's trying to do their little home projects and they're out doing, Home Depot and all of that. And then that's why I put them out that Friday, Saturday is the best time to do it. I looked on Janelle's site. I saw a Euclid sealer. Is that what they are referring to? It's been sealed years ago with a water-based sealer that's basically mostly gone. They want that's why I wanted to lock and seal. Yeah, that's your I don't know if it's the Euclid. It's the Super Diamond, I believe, is what you'll want for if they want the shiny. Anytime you put shiny on that stuff, it's only going to last about 2 years because it's not really deep penetrating. And so you want the Super Diamond is what you want from there. It'll be called Super Diamond. Um, I have to go. Non-refundable Georgia Aquarium tickets after the Huge. Awesome. Andrew, I love that. Will the Huge be streamed online? I believe not. I don't think it's going to. Cincinnati Soft Wash. Get in contact with Triton Protectors. They have a great sealer for aggregate. Yeah. The problem with that is they don't have it local. Um, honestly, I would use that Super Diamond on that stuff. Uh, do upper class customers require certain types of marketing? Um, yeah, they do. That's why, some of it is like I say of, on your website, don't be putting the crappy houses on there. Yes, the crappy houses grab great before and after pictures, but that's not who your customer is. Your customer has big houses, and that's what I want to post on there. I want to put big pictures of big houses on there. I'm not going to be putting little crappy houses on there. I'm going to be putting what the pictures that I want. You know, if I'm going to go find a neighborhood that has a $250,000 $300,000 house and take a picture of that house, and that's the picture that I want on my website. So that's definitely the thing you want to do. Um, do you get better results with certain types of marketing for higher end clients? Usually, your higher end clients are usually coming in off of either Google AdWords or off of the SEO kind of stuff. Is where you're at. That's where your marketing budget is going to come off of those. Nine times, I mean, you will get some off of signs. Don't I won't say you won't get none off of signs. You will get some off of signs, but that's kind of where you're going to find them at. I only need it tomorrow, and I only have 2.5 gallons left. I ordered some the other day, and it went to get it. Yeah, you're gonna have to probably the seal and lock or the other stuff is there. Put the signs by Home Depot lawns. It works. I have an 8 gallon machine with a Whirlaway 20 inch. Works fine, but I'm due for an upgrade surface cleaner. What would you say ideal for flat work? I would do the 19 or 20 inch whisper wash with a 4 tip bar. Now it is $700, 650, $700. So they are pricey, but it does work a lot better. Jason, sorry, what's the link for Google Ads you mentioned earlier? pressurewashhelp.com/Google Ads. pressurewashhelp.com/Google Ads. Google Ads. I just booked my first two customer. Awesome. That is great. Stuck to your $300 an hour for my estimate, and they didn't blink an eye, making $900 before lunch. Thanks for the help getting started. It's awesome, man. The Google ad setup helps us be more control in our business. Yep. Jason, any good products to clean the goddess? They are blocked. I don't know. I don't know what you mean. Is the $50 discount still available to attend the huge? I believe so, but I'm not 100% sure. You can go to pressurewashhelp.com/huge and put in King is the discount code. But I think it's still good, but I'm not 100%. Being August, I'm not 100% sure. Are any good products to clean gutters? Gutter brightener, gutter butter, all of that stuff. Gutter butter, F13, all of that stuff is good. Good starting rate for a two-story gutter cleaning, inside or out. If you're talking about the inside, about $200. If you're talking on the outside, $200. What are some common misconceptions you might have when starting your own small pressure washing business? What are some common misconceptions that you, you are not your customer? Just like the guy up here said that he did. I booked my first two customers and stuck to the $300 an hour, and they didn't even blink an eye. You are not your customers. Misconceptions of I would never pay that is bad. That is completely bad. You know, you are not your customer. 9 times out of 10, you are not your customer. And so that is one. That is one that probably gets a lot of people in trouble. Another thing is I got to have all this equipment. I can't start my business without all this equipment. That is a bad misconception. You know, I would much rather you put a lot of money in marketing before you put a dime in equipment. Because if we can't get customers, Well, I'll bet your dollar that you're not going to get customers once you get equipment. So try to get those customers coming in. And, even if you got to book them out 2 weeks out before you start getting equipment and before you can start doing things. Because, marketing is one of the hardest things to do. Getting customers is one of the hardest things to do. I know a lot of stuff. I know a lot about marketing. I've built websites. I've got some things coming down the pike here coming recently that I've been doing but with website stuff. I'm going to have a template website that you can use on as your website. And so websites, but if you don't know how to work the website and you don't know how to do the website and you struggle with websites and stuff like that, that can be a huge issue. Maybe you don't know how to do your Google My Business. I just make it sound like it's real easy, but I've been doing it for 10 years. I know all the ins and outs, and I know where every button is, and I know how to make it work, and I know how to do everything. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I did a lot of websites when I've been in the business, and I hadn't touched them in about 2 or 3 years. But when I went to go back to doing it, it was like it was a little Greek to me. I had to figure out how to work things. I had to figure out how to do things and do all that. And so that is why you have to do this stuff is that you know how to do it and make it right and get it done. Get Voxer message about ticket. I did get it, Jason. I did get it. I'll have to look at it and see. I'll let you know. Not a deal break. Was just curious. I bought 2 tickets to the huge convention. Will I get the tickets there or do I print them off? I don't know. You'd have to ask Sid. Email. I don't know. Wife said, listening to Jason again. Yep, I made $1,900 today. Her smiley face. Jason, I need your honest opinion on business vehicle reps. Marketing on business vehicles doesn't work. Yes, it does work. I wouldn't say it doesn't work. Are you going to get your ROI back? Some people can get it back quick, other people don't. So that's. Now, I never wrapped any of my vehicles. That's just my personal what I did. Um, you know, can I spend $3,500 on a vehicle wrap, or can I spend $3,500 on AdWords? Well, I picked AdWords over that every time. Now, the lifetime value of the wrap may have been better. I don't know. It is easy to get the equipment to move water and soap. Work on getting the most important equipment to do its job, your phone. It's the job to ring with the right people wanting your service. Good. I may switch website from Vistaprint to you then. This is great help. Thanks. Waiting for this Google My Business code. 5 days feels like eternity. Yeah, and sometimes they've been hard here lately. I don't know why they've been so hard here lately, but your name is down for the huge if you register your ticket. Sid emailed about it. Thanks, Jason. How can we still be effective during winter off season? I love this question. This is the best time to do marketing. This is when you want to do all of your marketing stuff. You're going to be writing blogs, you're going to be doing different things to help grow your business in marketing. You're going to be doing your LinkedIn and you're going to get photos and you can use the same photos you posted 2 months ago, 3 months ago. So these are things that you want to do. Don't give up on marketing. Don't give up on quit doing things. You got to keep doing it. That's a great time to do blogging and figuring out how to do it. And you can still do Google My Business Post and all of that stuff. I want to start, but I live in Houston, Texas. but it feels like there are so many people doing it. Yep, there is, but you can make money on it. My phone really slowed down the last 2 weeks. Yeah, a lot of people's has. That's why you got to keep doing marketing, keep doing all the different things. Went to a liquor store at a busy four-way intersection, asked the owner if I could put up a sign in the grass. I offered to give him $20 to buy something. He didn't care, said yes. Also bought snops too. You can be like Jason too. Jason Huffner went and did a gas station, a 7-Eleven, and he cleaned the art. He cleaned the sign and ended up getting a bid to do that 7-Eleven and got somebody to buy something off that sign. And it kind of got a political post going in one of the groups, which is good because that means you're getting your name out there. Rough up here in New Jersey when the weather changes. That's why you do Christmas lights. Is it bad idea going door to door when starting a pressure washer business? No, you can do that. Tips for season changing. Pressure washing Christmas lights. Gutter cleaning is another thing you can do. Got the roof job to $500. Awesome. All right, guys, I'm going to jump off here. If you want to check out pressurewashshop.com/free, you can get your free 30 days. If you go check out pressurewashshop.com/training dates, I believe it is, or in-person training. I am having Christmas light training on Saturday. I do have a couple spots open. And also for pressure washing, which is tomorrow, which would be quick, but you could make it here. We're going to do pressure washing tomorrow and Christmas lights on Saturday. Christmas lights is a great way to make a lot of money come in Christmas time. It is probably one of the most profitable things that I know of that makes that kind of money for Christmas lights. So it is very profitable. It is very good, and so you can check that out. It is definitely something for you to consider and think about it. I will be having some more in-person classes come in. Going to try to have one in September and one in October. The one in October will probably be a late one, but it is something that you can do. Bidding a large commercial building tonight. How do you clean black streaks off of mold, off of limestone window seals? SH, about 50%, 5%, 5 to 6%. Subbed and turned the bell on. Thanks, Storm. You have a good one. Did my first vinyl fence. It was picket style, 6 by 570 feet long. Washed both sides. Pressure wash. Took a crap. So I did it all 12 volt. That was a lot of fence. I hate this fence. What's the price of the Christmas light course? The in-person training is $750. So, is the huge convention on the 18th also, or just the 19th and 20th? I believe it's on the 19th and 20th. Is the huge. So. But again, go check out the pressurewashhelp.com/in-person training. If you're looking for in-person training, that is training that you get to do, not just Jason shows you. Because if you want to just see what Jason shows you, you can go to pressurewashhelp.com/free, and I can show you how to do all that. So go check it out. Hope you all have a great night, and I get to see some of you the next 2 days, which is awesome. So I'll see you later.